as long as man has dreamed of adventure, the great North Country has been a mysterious destination, a place somewhere up there, beyond one's dreams, beyond where cars can drive, and, beyond all else, a place that will always remain frontier paradise to adventurers of all ages. Here, among these towering peaks, calving glaciers, and endless waterways, is the real Alaska. She's so beautiful and wild that no writer can ever really explain it. Here, in the heart of all this, is our story. A story that takes place at the top of a mountain. Not just any mountain, but one that rises above the beautiful city of Juneau, Alaska, the capital of the state and the major seaport for Alaska's growing tourist business. Join us in the great land up yonder as we visit One Family's Mountain. When the pioneers first came to Alaska well over a century ago, they too were awestruck by the beauty of Juneau and all the vast country around it. The great old-growth forests and mirrored fjords were mysterious, silent, and non-forgiving, yet people were lured here from all walks of life, as well as every corner of the world. Some came only to get rich fast and leave it. Some came just to have a quick look. Others came to get lost somewhere within it. But some came for the old reasons: a love of adventure, a new beginning, and a lifestyle that yet today is the most unique anywhere in the world. Such is the reason the Keene family came here nearly a third of a century ago. Chuck came first, and Karen and son Mike would soon follow. Logging brought them to Alaska, but a world of adventure was soon to follow. By 1962, Chuck was making a living as a wildlife and true adventure photographer. By 1964, he was traveling the world, filming the Vietnam War, the logging camps in Borneo, and travelogues everywhere. This is where an obsession for mountaintops began. At first, it was a way to get up high enough to film the country below. But it became clear early on that people flocked to mountaintops for special occasions, and tourists considered a visit to any high piece of ground the #1 thrill of their trip. By the mid-60s, the Keenes could see the future in tourism for Juneau, and through research found out that Mount Juneau, the capital city mountain, was privately owned.
From the very first time I stood on top of Mount Juneau, I knew that whatever it took to build our dream, it would be worth it. The view was better than the peak in Hong Kong or any of the trams we had visited in Europe.
In 1970, the Keenes purchased Mount Juneau, the only privately owned mountain in the world, and the exciting, awesome nightmare of developing this project began. Mount Juneau towers nearly 3,600 feet above sea level. It towers over the city, Gastineau Channel, and the airport. Today, Juneau is the second largest cruise ship destination in the world, second only to Miami. From May to October, our harbors are filled with ships loaded with visitors from every corner of the globe. Rain or shine, the tourists are coming in large numbers. Juneau is the capital of Alaska, and government business keeps the city humming in the off-tourist season. Fishing is popular here, and we attract large crowds of fishermen from the outside for both sport as well as commercial fishing. A new salmon hatchery operating in the channel virtually assures the return every year of large runs of king and coho in the local waters. Mining, after nearly 100 years of silence, has returned to our community in a big way, and several thousand new residents have moved to Juneau to fill these jobs. The 20-year outlook for mining is very favorable. With our diversified economy, Juneau has definitely entered an era of great prosperity. The big jets are bringing more visitors, both business and pleasure seekers, to Juneau than there are facilities to accommodate them. A stranger that has never been to Juneau might ask, what is it that has made Juneau so popular? Well, for one thing, Juneau is a mighty fine place to live, especially for the outdoorsman. And our weather is surprisingly mild too. The climate is warm, with summer temperatures ranging from 60 degrees to over 80 degrees, with the norm being in the mid-60s during the tourist season. The winters are also mild, with temperatures not much colder than Seattle, Washington. Everywhere one looks, there are beautiful mountains and great valleys that have never been explored, and countless hidden waterways that disappear into nameless bays. We are surrounded by active glaciers. Just to our south is Tracy Arm, a real favorite of many of the visiting ships. Passengers on a ship coming to Juneau are sure to witness one of nature's great phenomenons, a living, moving wall of ice collapsing into the bay. These glaciers are a major point of interest and a highlight of any visit to Alaska. This one is called the Mendenhall and is the most accessible glacier by car in the world. Juneau is very popular for whale watching, and the whale population in these waters are on the rise in great numbers. Whether you're coming to Juneau for a quick look or you've come to stay, we have something for your book of memories that will be completed in 1992. The Great Cableway is about to become a reality. Travelers always seek out the spectacular and the unusual. Once completed, this world-class facility will virtually assure the return of visitors to this magic spot. We have the high ground with a view, the green light to construct, and we are blessed with the perfect location for the Tramway. After 20 years of fighting for permits, approvals, and air rights, the Tramway is now cleared for construction. It is here at the summit that the Keene family's dream began 20 years ago, and now it is about to become a reality. From this lofty height, the whole world comes into view. Below us is the capital city and Gastineau Channel. To the west lies the airport, and beyond the Chilkat Mountains. To the north, and at our back doorstep, is the Juneau Ice Cap, an area 100 miles square of snow that never leaves. Once the mountaintop is developed, this area, only a stepping stone away, will become a haven for year-round winter sport enthusiasts. We are convinced that this very pinnacle will become famous for visitors from all countries of the world. Yes, this is the story of one family and friends developing their mountain, the only privately owned mountain in the world. Some have asked, has the 20-year battle of fighting roadblocks and corruption been worth it?
The answer is yes. We've never doubted that the project will not be built. Many have called it Keene's dreams, and we're proud to say that's true. It's been a dream. Some mumble that it can't be built. Others howl that it's not feasible.
Well, the answer to these questions is obvious. Visitors head for the highest viewpoint they can reach, wherever they visit, and Juneau will be no different. From its earliest conception, the project has been studied by world-renowned experts who have deemed the project feasible. The visitors coming to Juneau are seeking adventure and a new experience. The ride to the top will give them all of that and more. The top complex will be built of steel, stone, and glass with a panoramic view in all directions. All stonework, inside and out, as well as use of the natural features, will be the responsibility of Jim Michael Keene, perhaps one of the finest stonemasons in Alaska. The engineering at the top is complete, with major emphasis on safety and more safety.
We've really learned a lot from our many trips around the world studying tramways. Chuck and I have made sure that the design and every feature of our structure will be 5-star quality. The restaurant revolves and every room has a view. There'll be gift shops, cocktail lounges, and viewing space for 2,000 people at any one time. The tramway will be able to move 1,100 people per hour up to the mountaintop, and the same coming down.
Going into the second year of operation, the ride ticket alone will generate a $5 million yearly income. This should warm the heart of the coldest banker in the business. The tram begins here on South Franklin Street, just 200 feet from where the cruise ships dock, and right smack in the middle of the city. The ride will take 60 seconds to mid-terminal, where visitors can continue on to the top or offload here and enjoy a full range of facilities from this lofty perch. Mid-terminal is also the site of the main hotel, to be built as money becomes available. The hotel is being relocated to take advantage of the view, so some changes in its design are underway. The trip will take 5 minutes from mid-terminal to the top. This experience will be the highlight of every visitor and resident of Juneau, Alaska. A philosopher friend, once visiting the top of the mountain, looked down on the world below and had this to say: "Time spent on this mountain will not be deducted from your life." Perhaps this may be true. We hope so. The Keene family and the Tramway friends are building for the future, and it is our goal to build a facility so beautiful that the entire state will feel a personal pride in its existence. Yes, our family's dream is a storybook setting high above the most beautiful capital city in the world. It's a story that only now, after 20 years, has a true beginning. A story of Chuck, Karen, and Mike Keene's lifelong commitment to build this incredible project. We salute the many friends who have helped out and stood by us and the project during the bad times and now the good. Through it all, our goal has never changed or wavered. The view from the pinnacle is for you, Mr. and Mrs. America, Miss Secretary, Mr. Scientist, and Mrs. Housewife, and all the future generations to come. It will be built for you, Mr. Lumberjack, Miss Banker, Mr. Miner, and for you, the seekers of adventure, both young and old. It will be built for the handicapped, the elderly, and the forgotten.
Yes, what was once a dream is now to become a reality. The best engineers and study experts in the world have deemed this project feasible. All permits and approvals are in hand, and construction of the great tramway has already started. A work camp is in place at the top, and the mountain has been leveled to bedrock. Site work and retainer walls are ongoing at the lower terminal. And we're letting out tenders now to responsible tramway builders. The mountain has been studied by world-renowned experts. It's feasible from all angles. All we need is the funding. So wherever you live in the world, and whatever walk of life you have chosen, we invite you to come and get acquainted. We're a new and beautiful destination in the making. We're building a landmark to withstand the eons of time, high above the city of Juneau, Alaska, in this, the great land up yonder. If you have ever wanted to be part of something with a real future that will leave its mark of excellence in history, we welcome you to become a part of our family's mountain.